Hey guys, well, welcome back to the extended version of 2 Minute Drill, our pick segment for week number 15 of the NFL season. So glad you guys could be back. And I didn't do my random thoughts last week, but yeah, not much to say. But this week, I tell you what, you're looking at right now. I was just thinking about this, and in the NFC right now for the playoffs, you're looking at about four teams trying to get at that number two spot. For home field advantage, at least a first round bye, and then home field in round two. So it's going to be very hotly contested the last 2 weeks of the regular season, to say the least. You figure you got the Giants, Eagles, Bears, Packers. I mean, two of those four are going to win the division. But like I said, you got Giants, Eagles, Bears, Packers all fighting for that number two spot to get behind the Falcons in the NFC. The Saints, unfortunately, are gonna, even with their record, they're gonna be, if they don't win the division, they're gonna be victimized, by being the wild card. So that's just the way it goes. But when you look at the AFC, you got Jacksonville, Kansas City. New England's already clinched a playoff spot. They just got to get the number one seed, which will probably, be imminent. But otherwise, Jacksonville, Kansas City, and Pittsburgh, Baltimore, fighting for that number two spot. So that should be interesting as well. But just a very interesting last 2 weeks. But I'll get to my picks, and I'll start with San Diego and San Francisco. Even though officially the game is kicked off, luckily I made my pick beforehand, so I picked San Diego. I just think that they're gonna, be able to, be in it at least for the next week or two anyway. Will they make the playoffs? Probably not, but I think they'll stick around for another week or two and give Kansas City at least a little bit of a scare this weekend. So I took the Chargers. Cleveland and Cincinnati. Cleveland the clear favorite there. I've said before, Cincinnati is just a matter of time before Marvin Lewis is sent packing. So I'll take Cleveland there. Dallas and Washington. Much as I hate doing it, I'll take the Cowboys. And I just think right now they're the better team. So that's pretty much it. Tennessee and Houston. Interesting game in the South. Both teams have the same record, so both teams aren't going anywhere in terms of the playoffs. But I'll take Houston. Tennessee still has a lot of quarterback issues and things like that. So even though the game is in Tennessee, I'll take the Texans. And it's probably not going to save Gary Kubiak's job, but I'll take the Texans nevertheless. Indianapolis and Jacksonville, obviously big game here in the AFC South. I just can't give up on the Colts yet. I can't give up on them. Obviously Peyton Manning has established a lot in his career, and until it actually happens, I just can't give up on the Colts. I'm going to take them here at home against Jacksonville. St. Louis, Kansas City. A lot of this depends on whether Matt Castle plays or not with the appendectomy. Assuming that he does play, I'm taking the Chiefs. I'm not going to change my pick if he's not playing. I'm still going to go with the Chiefs, but I'm going to cautiously assume that he is going to be there. So I'll take the Chiefs, because if he's not there, then the Rams have a legitimate chance to win the game based on what Kansas City did last week. So you got Miami and Buffalo in Miami. I'll take the Dolphins here. The Dolphins still fighting for their lives in the AFC, so they'll definitely have something to play for, so I'll take the Dolphins. The Giants and Philadelphia. Well, the Eagles won the first one, so the Giants are due for a split here, so I'll take the Giants. And the Eagles haven't exactly looked all world lately, so I'll go ahead and take the Giants to get the split in that series. Tampa Bay and Detroit. Detroit, we all know about Detroit on the road. So you got to like the Buccaneers here going away, and Tampa Bay needs the game, so I think they'll show up. Tampa Bay will win. Carolina, Arizona, give this one to the Cards. They put up a big point. They put up 43 points last week. I think they'll do more of the same this week. Baltimore, New Orleans, tough game to call. Tough game to call. Obviously Baltimore's defense against the New Orleans offense, and I'm gonna take the Ravens. I'm gonna take the Ravens at home. And, they say the defense wins championships, right? So we're going to find out. So I'll take the Ravens here at home against the defending champs. Atlanta and Seattle. I'm going to take the Falcons. even though I know that their road record isn't as nearly as good as their home record, but still, I'll take the Falcons here. They win, they clinch a playoff berth, so I don't think they're going to let Seattle get in their way. Oakland and Denver. Oakland, they put up 59 on Denver the last time, so I don't think things are going to be a whole lot different this time. I'll take the Raiders. Pittsburgh and the Jets. As much as I feel for my counterparts, counterpart Jet fans, I'm taking the Steelers here. Jets have never won in Pittsburgh. I don't think it's going to happen this week. The Jets are kind of in that free fall, and Pittsburgh's playing well, so I'll take the Steelers. New England, Green Bay. I'm picking New England, and that's regardless of whether Aaron Rodgers plays or not for the Packers. New England's on a roll right now, and I just don't see Green Bay stopping them. Minnesota and Chicago. Now this game in Minnesota, outdoors at where the University of Minnesota is going to be, where they are playing. So I'll take the Bears cautiously. I'm cautiously taking the Bears. I think I'm finally convinced that the Bears, after 15 weeks, I'm finally convinced that the Bears are for real, and they should be at least taken somewhat seriously. So I'm gonna take the Bears here to win this one and go to 10 wins. So there you have it. But just some random thoughts, of course. And like I said, I think the NFC is going to be a lot more cluttered when it's all said and done as opposed to the AFC. I think the AFC things will kind of separate themselves pretty quickly unless Indianapolis wins this week. Then if Indianapolis wins, then you still have a log jam there. Like I said, for that number 2 spot, New England's going to be the one, and then we'll see what happens with number 2 between like I said, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Kansas City, and so forth. So there you have it. Thanks guys for watching, and if you're on the web at 2md.lexy.com, feel free to leave a voice comment if you got the equipment to do that. Or if you want to leave some, a message on the Facebook page, facebook.com/Lexy2MD. So I will talk to you guys on Sunday night. Take care.